So you had that all season with movable parts, kind of, Dace is out now. Colin's probably going to be out this week. Adam, I mean, how difficult is it for you?
I mean, we're not going to, get upset and just, hold a meeting and not, practice because a couple guys are out. We're going to just keep doing what we do, and that's the only thing we can do right now. So we've just got to get back to practice. Those guys aren't going to be there, so there's nothing to stop and sit and wait for. We have to keep moving, use the guys that we have, and work it in so that we can execute the best that we can with those players that are going to be playing on Saturday.
How many times have you handed off to Brad Rogers or Josh Brown, who apparently are in the mix right now? Ever?
A little bit,
Really?
At times, it's not hard to hand it off to somebody.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Really, that's at this point, that's that's elementary stuff, so that doesn't make too much of a
You hope it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're redshirt freshmen or true freshmen being thrown into the.
Well, I mean, Brandon's a true freshman too, so you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to come up and who's going to step up big. So a lot of things can happen. Obviously, a lot of people can step up, and you just kind of got to see what happens.
Is there any kind of feeling of disrespect on this team from the national media and what they're saying about not just you guys but the Big Ten in general, and that it's not that great of a conference, and that you guys maybe aren't as good as your ranking?
That doesn't really matter. I could care less what they think or what they perceive our record as. It doesn't really matter to me what their, I guess what their respect level of our team is. We're just worried about the guys that we have on this team and our coaching staff, and what somebody thinks of you and what they say is really doesn't really matter. I mean, that doesn't have an outcome on the game at all, so why should we even sit and worry about it? It has nothing to do with what we're doing in practice. It has nothing to do with the game plan. It's got nothing to do with the team we're playing. So sitting there and listening to it and getting angry at them, it's just wasting time.
BCS is a notoriously convoluted computer statistical system. Do you personally have any idea how it's formulated at all?
Not at all. I could care less about any of that stuff.
Do you play poker with anybody?
No.
No?
I play blackjack every now and
Do
then.
you? But Brian over there gave you props for having a really great poker face because of the last drive. He said that you weren't, you didn't freak out. You just came with the same demeanor. Is there anything in life that prepared you for that moment? 137, 70 yards ago.
I don't know. I like to think that my personality is kind of laid back. That might help. I don't know. I was, you're sitting on the sidelines and you're like, hey, this is what it comes down to. I was sitting there and, if worst comes to worst, we lose the game, no one's going to get shot over it. We're all still Americans, so I think nothing bad's really going to come out of it. We might lose the ball game, but hey, just go out there and do what you can.
Yeah.
Put the ball in the end zone, you put the ball in the end zone.
You've had nothing to I don't know. I don't even know what would prepare a guy for that kind of deal.
I don't even think that's ever happened to me in high school, so I don't think there's any way to prepare for certain situations that you're going to come across on the football field. You just got to go out and do it. If I was worried about, or if we were worried about, we've never been here before. How are we going to do it? Well, you got to do it at some point. So just go out there and execute. Worry about that first play, and the guys did a great job of doing that.
Are you conscious of your attitude and how that'll be conveyed in the huddle to the rest of the offense in a situation like that?
Yeah, you have to be aware of your attitude at all times. You have to keep it in check. You can't wear your emotions on your sleeve when when 10 other guys are looking at you for the play, looking at you to see what kind of what your attitude is about, what's going to happen. That's why you just stay even keel. Like I always say, you never get too high, you never get too low. You just stay right in the middle. And the opponent can't really get a read on you. Maybe you are rattled, but don't let them know it. And then if you are rattled, you absolutely can't show your teammates. And I know that each guy on the team does that. There's other guys that make mistakes, and they shake it off and they go on to the next play. And that's really all you can do in football. You have to really have a short memory, no matter what position you're playing at.
Ricky.